Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money. How are all my money makers doing today? And what a day today was. Not a good day in the market for me. Some people had a good day in the market and some not so good. But hey, the thing is, we survived. We're still here. And it's just a money game. It's just a little bit of ups and downs. But I'm going to tell you guys how to play the market, what to do, not to worry, and should all be pretty good. Should be pretty good. So, like I said, stuff goes up and down, and you just have to adjust for these things, and they come back fast. So, like I said, don't ever be afraid. On these market conditions and stuff, and it's part of the trading and stuff. But I'm gonna let you guys know what I did today. I actually made some trades. I had a couple of trades I made money on today. Unfortunately, when stocks go down that many points, it's hard to make money. And it was crazy because when we look at the chart today, it was down. I mean, it started, basically where it finished, went all the way up, was up 4 cents, and then came all the way back down, just with the rioting and stuff. And the good news is, at least after hours now, it's up over a point. So for every point it goes up, we pick up 150,000, and we still have that intrinsic value in there, which is still a little bit of money. And worst case scenario, we'll roll out for next week, and we'll ride this storm out and make money. So just don't make as much money in 1 week as we would hope to, but it's okay. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm going to educate you guys on, and let's make some money. So let's see how we did today. Obviously, horrible. Down $433,000 today. So, I've had worse days than that, quite a few of them actually, and I've also had much larger up days. So hopefully tomorrow we'll get a nice relief rally or something big happens. Well, hopefully by tomorrow, I guess we'll have a certified president, hopefully, but by Congress. But yeah, so we down 433,000, basically the same positions. But I did make a few trades today. I started trading the 131s, like 100 contracts, and this is where it's at. So today's stuff, I bought 100 contracts to close at 175. These were the original ones that we did the other day at 205. So that trade actually did well, made me $3,000. Then I sold the contracts again at $2, bought them back a little bit. You can see here within an hour's 40 minutes or so at $1.83. So that trade made us $1.82. Made us $1,800. And then we did them at 204, and after that, I almost bought them back there about $1.90 again. And then after that, the market collapsed. So like I said, sometimes that happens. You just never know. But, it's just how you recover from it and what you do. And like I said, you can't panic. The nice thing about Apple is Apple's not Bitcoin. It's not going to go up. Today we're up $1 million. Tomorrow we're down. It's worth 35,000. It's worth 2,000. It's worth 10,000. Apple's very stable. I mean, Apple could come down 5-10 points. And today, when I look at the chart, and that's why I started trading. And then Apple started running. And unfortunately, I didn't have my eye on the prize because we were on the road and I was traveling. I actually landed not too long ago and hustled up here to go live. But when you look at the 1 day chart today, it was tough because, like I said, it started out way down here, started out down, at 120 here at the low of 126.75, 76 in there, went all the way up within a couple hours. Apple had a profit. We were up by 3 cents for the day from the previous close. And then it was bouncing around here. I said, you know what? It's bouncing around. Then it kind of started coming down here. And then this is when all the riots started happening and all hell broke loose in Washington. And then whoosh. So, but now after hours, it's coming back nicely. It's always a good sign when you have a down day, you have a nice up day. The other thing, obviously the NASDAQ was down today and some of the other indicators, but that's also another thing that you always want to watch because, when the whole market was up, and honestly, it was very hard to find what stocks in the Dow were up today. While the Dow had a tremendous day and was up at one point, huge, a lot of the stuff on the Dow was, it wasn't the usual suspect. A lot of banks and stuff like that was up today, but, a lot of your opening plays were down. Zoom was down, Netflix, Amazon, all your FANG stuff was pretty much, down stuff in the NASDAQ. But, the Dow finished, good, S&P, NASDAQ down. So it's always good when something, trades in tandem and stuff. Why the larger sell off on Apple? I really couldn't tell you. So some people and some questions I wanted to answer because big shout out and thank you to all my Patreon members. Welcome, guys. But some questions that people have been having and stuff were and Patreon and stuff that they've been writing in about. So I wanted to cover these for you guys. Is Goldman Sachs? They said, "Oh, it's down because Goldman Sachs or this or that." So Goldman Sachs has somebody who just hates Apple. I don't know why. They hate, they're short. I have no clue. But I've never seen this. So the last 3 earning periods on Apple, not this last one, but the 2 before it, they constantly are downgrading Apple and causing a ruckus right before earnings. Then Apple blew them out of the water. Why they're doing that, it doesn't make any sense. They have their theories and stuff, but Apple's not trading at that huge multiple, Tesla, for example, and stuff. So you have to look at all that stuff and, figure out and make your decisions. But it is interesting because, like I said, Goldman Sachs is, I don't know, some analyst there just hates Apple and it doesn't make any sense. There's nothing he really writes that makes any sense about it. And then, they'll upgrade some random company and that no one's ever heard of. And, they like, but that's how these analysts work, just, playing into whatever they have. But I wanted to answer that because somebody asked about the Goldman Sachs analysts and with Apple. And like I said, it's just far-fetched and makes no sense. But like I said, I have confidence in Apple. I think it's going to do fine. And let me show you guys what we were saying. So on rollout. So Apple today, the 900 contracts, pull this up, closed at $4.72. So if we come to the chart, let's pull this up here. And I'll show you. We go here to trade. So that was at $4.72. So won the intrinsic value with Apple at $12.60. It's still about 35 cents to come out of these contracts that are still pure profit. But if we go out a week, and let's say we have to roll these out and we do the 131s for next week, it goes to $5.55. So so there's going to be probably about 80 cents to $1 premium in there and stuff. So what that means with 80 cents to $1 premium is if we have 900 contracts and we have to roll these out, it really doesn't matter if Apple's $122. I mean, I don't want Apple at $122. I'd much rather have Apple at 129, 100. I love Apple to be 131.01, but let's say Apple's 129 or it doesn't really matter. You're going to buy the stock back at what the cost is, and we're going to sell the next week. And 900 contracts, we pick up anywhere between 75 cents and $2. Because as Apple is closer to the strike price, the premium on that, because of the intrinsic, like what I was showing you guys with those intrinsic values, with the stock movement, is much higher. So with Apple in the money, make it a bigger screen so you guys can see. With Apple in the money, you can see where the premium right now with 2 days left is only 35 cents. But let's take the 126 for today. If we were to buy the 126 today, that's $1.34. So Apple is 60 cents away from the 126 price, and it's $1.34. So you basically have $2 of premium there. So the closer to the strike price, the more profit. So if I was to, let's say I had the 126s right now, and we were going to roll them out, or we had to roll them out, the profit would be much greater. So the further away from the strike price, if we have to roll out to another week, the smaller the premium. Now, if we think Apple is going to have a problem going back above where we're at, and we need to start rolling down a little bit, then we can roll down, 1 or 2 points a week to finally catch up. We're not going to lose any money. We're not going to make any money. We'll just ride out the storm. But we'll still, at the end of the day, we still have this intrinsic value in the account. So let me pull up the account again and show you, right, when I talk about this. So we still have, at the end of the day, if Apple's $132, we still have this 5.3 million cash account. So if everything hits, this is 5.3 million. If we write out Apple, if we have to go out another week and we add, let's say, $1 more a share, this 5.3 5,337,000 will go up by, and if it was $1 on 900 contracts, it'll go up by $90,000. If we do this with 1,500 contracts, this is going to go up by at $1. This will go up by 150,000. So this will be like 5.4 million, 90,000. So what I'm saying is, we're not going to make that profit today, but going forward, we're going to make that profit. So even if Apple comes all the way down, if we ride it out, we're always going to make that. If we don't ride it out, like Pfizer, we didn't ride out. I was like, you know what, Pfizer, I'm done. And thank God, because I didn't believe in Pfizer that it was going to go back to $40 or 39, whatever we had. And I just was like, you know what, let's get out of this thing. There's not enough money in it. It's not moving enough. Go to Apple, and that's where we made a lot of money, and it paid off very well. So this is kind of like a risk protection. Now, and this is where it gets tough too. Like tomorrow, let's say Apple goes up 4 points or 5 points. Do I just close this position? Do we say, you know what, we're up and we made a profit, and then maybe let's now sell something a little lower? And I almost did that today. And I kicked myself for not doing it. I was like, when Apple came all the way back, I started the day, but I was down like 425,000. I was like, oh God, first 10 minutes of the day, what a start. And, 2 hours later, I was up $50,000. And I said, all right. And I was a little trading, a little bit of stuff. I had a little time. I was, moving, making some moves, shaking, moving and shaking. I wasn't shaking because it was down. God. But then when it comes, then you have to look at it. So now we had like the 537,000 or the 337,000 we're trying to make for the week if everything stayed the same. But if it, so let's say we said, okay, and this is kind of like when I did that roll down on the 133s, which thank God we did that, because this would be this would be a really ugly number right now if we didn't do that. So the 133s, when I had that profit, I sold them. Apple came down that $1, and then we wrote the 131s. So I took $2 off the table. If we didn't do that move, those 133s right now, we would have been negative, 550,000 today, probably, maybe 600,000. So that's what I was saying about, if it pops up, or we may want to roll down or adjust, and it just depends on those premiums. So that's what I'm going to be watching. I think that, we've got 2 weeks of hell left. It's no secret. I was watching the news, and, like all of you guys, and I mean, it's just chaotic. I mean, it's insane. First of all, I think Washington knew something was going to happen today. I find it hard to believe that the security is that lax with terrorists, gunmen, and all these crazy things, that enough people can just storm, into these buildings. I don't know. Something doesn't make any sense. I also found it hard to believe it took them hours to, mobilize backup. But it is what it is. So, I'm not here to judge all that, but it affects the market. So now, now they're back in session. We're going to get this thing certified. We're going to have something. Now you have, two people taking cheap shots at each other, a president-elect. Now you have Twitter banning his account. I mean, it just doesn't stop. And it's going to be a rough 2 weeks. I think the big thing that could actually really hurt these markets or fluctuate stuff is who do you think Trump could pardon next? Maybe he's going to pardon, a bunch of, stock people. Who knows? I don't know. But, that could affect markets. You just never know. But it is interesting because, like I said, like all hell's breaking loose. Some of these Dow stocks are going up. NASDAQ's going down today because of the fear of taxes and different stuff. But at the end of the day, these companies pay taxes. They don't care. A couple of percent either direction, doesn't care. Now, one big thing as a gambler that's in front of Trump right now is to raise the jackpots from $1,200 to $5,300 based on, when they originally did the jackpot tax in 1977 to keep up with inflation and changes. So the $1,200 in 1977 is actually the equivalent right now of $5,300 if you hit a jackpot. So hopefully, maybe he'll do one good thing for us before he leaves office in the next 2 weeks and sign that bill. But that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, let's take some questions, guys. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm thinking. So that you guys know, there's actually some madness to what I'm trying to do here and show you guys. But let's take some questions and stuff. I had a long question here. I saw Chris. I don't know how you do it, man. I make like $400 to $500, and I'm up jumping for joy with this life-changing money you talking, man. Oh yes. I guess if you got millions, billions, doesn't matter, man. My jaw's on the ground, man. You need a cheap guy for something. You got a guy. I polish your shoes now. So, like I said, making money is making money, but I don't live my life based on money. I'm fortunate enough. I have a knack. I can make money. And like I always tell people, what I'm looking for and when I'm doing stuff and like when I'm in my businesses, I have 100 ideas a day that can make $100. That isn't going to employ a bunch of people. That's not going to build an empire. That's not going to do much of anything. But I have the ability I can think of 100 things a day to make $100. I'm always looking for the next big thing that's going to make $100 million. That's what excites me, and that's what I'm after, and that's what I want to build. So those are the things that I look at. And I also don't, you can't live your life based on money. Only spend and play with what you can afford to lose, just like with the slot machines and the gambling, so that you don't have to, look at that. So hold on a second, guys. Fraud. Let me ban this guy. Ban my monitors. And also, guys, if you get any messages from anyone that is asking you guys that you've won a contest from me or anything like that, and let's see, not blocking this guy. But yeah, if you get any messages from anybody that says you've won a prize from this, I can tell you right now, I'm not giving away $100,000. I'm not giving anyone $5,000. So you don't need to tell me about it. Just report the profiles, and it'll take care of it. And actually, Seth says, yeah, please tell the people. Yeah, they're asking you for your info. I don't ask for any info. You guys, this is free to watch. Enjoy it. Free to watch, enjoy. The only thing we do have is a Patreon group. If you do sign up for that, it's patreon.com. Raja makes money, just not today, but we will. It's just go there to sign up. But yeah, so gambling, globe slots, live trading during the day, good stuff. Check it out. That's what we do. And I'm also going to get some better software for you guys to show you guys graphs and different things I'm looking at. Like I said, we're going to constantly keep improving, get it better, and it's just going to get better and better and better. And welcome to Chewy, since I just signed up for Patreon today, and welcome. I'm also for my Patreon guys. I was going to post in the group, but I know a lot of you guys are watching this stuff. Would you guys? So on our Big Jackpot, we have a private Facebook group. Would you guys like that so that everybody could have a private area to talk stocks? Obviously, this is for entertainment value. I'm not making any recommendations. I am just telling you guys what I do to make money, what I trade, and what I play. Here's my disclaimer for the day. But you guys, if we can have a group, would you guys like a group where you guys could all share ideas? Jeff Schwartz could tell us all his hot penny stocks of the day. Let me know. I'll leave a comment. I'll make a post on our Patreon group for you guys to respond. But if you guys are interested in that, because that's a couple of people have asked me, I'm happy to do that. So like I said, I'm not recommending any stocks. I can show you the stocks I'm going to buy, but I can't say, hey, go buy this penny stock. And that's because I'm not a penny pusher of stocks. So, and I like to stick to the bigger ones, but you know what? We start making some good money. This account's $15-20 million, then we got that FU money and we say, you know what? Buy 50,000 shares of that. What the hell? Let's have fun today. So, all right, next question. Victor, it is the mindset from you I am interested in from you. Awesome, man. So I'm going to tell you, and I'll tell you guys a little quick story. So I had a different mindset, and about, so I don't know, some of you guys, I know people who have watched me for a long time or may know and stuff. I battled weight loss and gain my whole life. And about 14 years ago, I lost a bunch of weight. And then I think about a couple of years after that and everything, I went to Canyon Ranch, and I took some classes and took a week down there and did a bunch of stuff and health stuff down in Tucson. Had a great time. And actually, the Click Father, Kevin, who you guys know, who just had the baby, abandoned me in Vegas yesterday. He also went with me, so we had a good time down there together. But I took all these classes, and I totally changed the way I think about things. I've always been a pretty decent thinker, I think, and I have a very good knack at, like I said, my number one skill is listening and analyzing, and looking at different. I can come up with different scenarios and different things very fast that I look at, which you guys are going to start seeing when I show you guys some pretty cool strategies on trading and different stuff with spreads and condors and all that kind of stuff. But it taught me how to think differently and how to stuff. And also, I think like I said, the biggest thing is, don't, like I said, if you're not playing with money, don't play with what you need to eat with. If you're playing with what you need to eat with, and if you're playing with this $100 in the marketplace and you're looking for that penny stock that's going to triple, it's going to eat you up alive. You're not going to like it. And it's also like I was talking to some people yesterday or this week or all the time, I guess, about stuff. But it's the law of numbers. It's hard. It's easy. If you have $100, it's easy to double it. How many people have had $100 and they made 200? It's easy. But when you have large numbers and you're trying to double them, triple them, and knock them out, it's tough. The law of numbers is against you. Like I said before, when my business, did $1 million, I said, all right, my new goal is 2 million. My new goal is 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. And then that year I did $108, $109 million. I was like, okay, my new goal is 200 million. It's tough. It just doesn't happen. And that's why you have, legit companies that are huge and like Apple that keep growing. But Apple's not going to double in sales, but Apple's also at a, 38, 39 multiple, right now. And that's why I say like Tesla is just so overvalued, because Tesla, at 1,400 times earnings, they got to double for 5 years straight to catch up to, be at 300 times earnings. And it's ridiculous. And that would be if the stock price didn't keep going up. But I'm sure, earnings day, we're going to figure out some play probably short or do something crazy. And, he'll do another stock split and they'll go to, 3,000 times earnings. It's just insane, but it is what it is. And, that's how it works. And that's my story for you. All right. Some more questions, guys. Let's see. Let's see. Different strategies to play the market. There's all sorts of different strategies. You have to just play what you want and see what you're up to and stuff. Like I said, my strategy is, mostly is buying puts and stuff, selling puts to open and staying below the stock. This is usually used to acquire stock. I'm not looking to own Apple. I'm not looking to own any stock, especially this large of amount. I'm just doing this to make the premium and make the money off of it. And then, like I said, there's different, spreads and different things. The other thing is you have a lot of leverage. So right now I have a lot of I can only write, let's say, the 1,500 contracts because we're pretty much maxed out based on the margin requirement in the account. But if I was to go buy, like the 1,420 call, for 25 cents, that would, to cover me if Apple was to go below 120 right now, that would release out of $4.5 million, that would release $4 million more in margin. We could go write another 10,000 contracts. You could go crazy. So there's some pretty cool stuff to make money with that. I'm going to show you guys, and I think you're going to be pretty cool, interested to see. So, all right, what do we got here? Somebody says, yes, sir. IPOC merger Clover Health. Not familiar with that one. We can pull it up on the chart for you guys. IPOC merger Clover Health. Let's see. IPOC, is that a merger they've already announced, or haven't heard about that one? I have no clue. Social capitalism. Don't know anything about this one. Lower trading stock, no news. So not familiar with that one. Let's see. Rent slots. When money come out of the high flyers, it will go back in Apple. It always has over the last few years. Well, the other thing is, and what's going on right now is people are worried about the Democrats and taxes. But the other thing is the Democrats are going to probably do another $2 trillion this year in stimulus, which is a lot of money into the economy, which is going to boost up this economy. So it's going to make a huge difference. And that's why Apple and they're going to sell more stuff, because people, if they give everyone $2,000, you can go buy a lot of Apple products. If they give everybody $300, you're not going to buy as many Apple products. Chaos, could we ever do this during hours so I can see exactly what you're looking for? I'd like to see you walk us through it nice and slow. There's possibility to go live during the day sometimes, and I can show you guys, how I'm making trades and what I'm looking for. But a lot of it's just that knack I have and, what I'm looking at. And it's also just believing. Like I said, I know that these stocks are going to move. So, I guess one thing is, while I do day trade, and like today I made some trades and we made some money, some of what I'm doing isn't so much just niche day trading. It's maybe you call me more of a weekly trader. So, and like I said, last week I overtraded. I would have made, I had a $200,000 profit I would have made if I just stuck with what I did at the beginning of the week. Instead, I chased it a little bit, and we wound up down 150,000. So sometimes you can overtrade. Sometimes you just have to be patient. And like I said, everybody has a different strategy. Do what works for you. You know what? I want to make a lot of money. So if I have a strategy that works and I can make us, $200, $300, $400, $500,000 in a week, I'm just going to do that. Why kill myself and do something complicated and crazy? Just do what works. And if you have a system that works for you, keep doing it, because you guys are the money makers. Let's make a lot of money. There's no reason to go crazy. So let's see. Well, thank you, Mary Kay. I love you, Raja. I'm enjoying watching all your videos. Good luck. Well, thank you, and good luck to you in the market. Let's see. Oh, look what we got here.
Hey, everybody. What's up, all the money makers?
Hey, T-Win.
Go make
Michael
that money.
Richter. How you guys doing?
2021's everybody here.
Hope you're doing good.
Oh, my God.
Not today.
Oh, jeez.
What a rough day in the marketplace.
Rough day. It's all right. We're bouncing back tomorrow, Michael.
Tomorrow's a big bounce back. And
Tomorrow's
also,
a big day.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
Also, guys, like I said, everybody, don't forget about these scammers in the marketplace. I am not sending anybody notifications that they won $5,000 and Raja makes money. It's not a gambling channel or a lotto channel. So if you guys do get anything from anyone that and then they ask for money, that is not us. So definitely not us. Let's see. Legit Apex at Raja makes money. Do you recommend investing in Tesla? Like I said, we've discussed Tesla a lot. This is the one here. I'll show you guys. Just look at this chart. It was up again. It's up after hours again. It's, it just doesn't stop. It doesn't make sense. It's just insane. Of course, people probably think Democrats are good for Tesla because they'll do more battery stuff and, some stuff like that. But still, at the end of the day, this thing is so high. It's just like, how much higher can it go? It's just insane. What's the earnings at now? Like $1,500 times earnings. That's insane.
Yeah, that's massive.
$1,500 times earnings. So that's like, if you bought a business, like I said, if we had a lemonade stand, it was worth $100. Would you pay $150,000 for the lemonade stand? Is that what that is? Something like that. Yeah, so it's $100. If you had a lemonade stand and it was worth $100, would you pay someone? Well, of course you would sell it for that. But if you said, I want to buy my kid a lemonade stand, I found one for sale. It's 1,497 times earnings, but it's on a really good corner, and they're going to double and double sales this year. And next year they're predicted to quadruple sales. And it's insane. Wake up, people. It's nuts. It's nuts. It just doesn't make any sense. But somebody upgraded them to $805 the other day, and it's just insane. I don't even, some don't even know. Are you playing them as an automaker? Are you playing them as a technology company? There's 50 million cars a year sold in America, in the world, and Tesla sold 495,550 cars. They're just and even if they double that next year, it's 1 million cars. Even if they 5x it the next year, it's 5 million cars. It's insane. But like I said, it's a great product. You can't knock anyone who's made the money. He's he's good. Any hour now, stock a few more points, he's probably gonna be the richest person in the world. It's just insane. So what do you think of medical marijuana stocks? Some have done good, some haven't. I think the biggest issue with medical marijuana stocks is if government and some better spending and some stuff comes along, it's going to make a lot of money. But the problem is every state is individualized. So it's not like, Hershey chocolate bars has a factory in Hershey, Pennsylvania, or wherever they make their candy there, and they ship to all 50 states from there. They may have 2 locations, so you don't need to tell me, oh, by the way, they make them in California now too. But what I'm saying is, you build a factory for $10 million, $1 million, $1 billion. You have one location, you can ship the whole world. Medical marijuana stocks and everything, you have to build for your products and distribution. You have to do it for every state, all 50 states. Not all 50 states allow it yet, but the ones that do, every single state, you have to have an individual thing. So if I wanted to be the chocolate bar king of the medical marijuana business, I have to set up a store, a factory in all 50 states and spend all that money over and over and over. So there's a lot of expenses and there's a lot of competition, and it's tough to compete, and prices go up and down, supply and demand, and obviously, more states as they come on are going to hurt other states that have done well with it. So I have to look at that. Legit Apex at Raja makes money. Also, Bitcoin was worth 20K a week ago and is over 37,000 now. People saying it will likely be 100K in the upcoming years. What do you think? Somebody said it was going to be $1 million. It's the same thing. Like I said, I'm not going to knock Bitcoin because I have some. I've done well in it. I'm doing really well, and I'm very happy in it. Yeah, do I wish I had, $1 million Bitcoin at $1 originally? Of course, everybody does. But it's tough, and just like it's gone up so fast, it can come down really fast. It's an imaginary, thing. There's nothing backing it but belief and magic. I don't know. I mean, it's at some point it has to slow down. But I don't know. I mean, Bitcoin next month could be $100,000. Hopefully, you sell it really quick. Like I said, it's insane, but things just keep happening. And the other thing, as Bitcoin's going higher, they're only producing X amount of Bitcoin a day. So when Bitcoin keeps going higher and higher and higher, and all this money's coming into it, and people buying it, trying to jump on the bandwagon, that's also hurting the regular markets, because that's money that's coming out of these other markets where people are like, oh, everybody, like I said, it's kicking that soccer ball on the playground. Everybody chases the kid who has the soccer ball on the playground, around the playground. So right now it's all Bitcoin. Well, I can tell you right now, you want to see the stock market, you want to see Apple, you want to see some of these other stocks go shoot way back up. Bitcoin goes to $10,000 again really quickly. Those stocks are going to skyrocket. But you take all your Robinhood people and Webull people, they see Bitcoin 37,000, they're going to be like, Apple, what's Apple going to do? Go up 10 points? That's it's 10% or 8%. Bitcoin, is going to keep going up, but it's also the law of bigger numbers. At $20,000 last week, a week and a half ago or something. Now it's 37,000. Yeah, it almost doubled. It's insane. But it's going to, if you buy it at 37,000 this week, is it going to be $54,000 next week, 60,000, and you're gonna be like it doubled again almost. I mean, it has to stop. And even when it hit the 34,000, 34.5 the other day, it came all the way back to 29, or hit 33, came back to 29. I mean, it's crazy. Imagine if you're the one who just buys Bitcoin right now at 37,000, and it clears your account, it's ready to go, and you wake up tomorrow morning and it's 22,000. I don't know. I can tell you right now, Apple, that's never going to happen with Apple. That's not going to happen with a lot of stocks. For sure could happen with Tesla, but it's not going to happen with a lot of your stocks that have money in the bank and don't need to, raise money. So, Alex says, what do you think about Dogecoin? It's the same thing. Dogecoin was nothing until Elon Musk tweeted about it, the other day. All he said was Dogecoin in his tweet. So, who knows, And the thing is, there's too many coins. Everybody had those ICOs. I have a whole Trezor, which is if you guys do have Bitcoin, you should always look at these Trezors. It's called Trezor, TREZOR, the Trezor, and to hold your Bitcoin on so they're secure. Some use like Coinbase and stuff, but if you have a large amounts and you're holding it, you want to use something like that to secure it. But you have to be very, it's the same thing. All these ICOs, and it's crazy. So Bermuda, $2 super chat tomorrow. 2 million up or shave my head. We can't even make 2 million. if it's on my account, the most I can make is 350,000 for the week is what we have. If Apple was at 135 tomorrow. So, but thank you for the super chat, and also welcome all our YouTube sponsors now. You guys, if any of my YouTube sponsors are out there, have those red emojis. You could just send them over. Feel free to post them, because we lost money today. Did not have a great day in the marketplace. If you're just tuning in, this is what happened. Down $433,000. We did have a couple of trades go off, but I was showing you guys earlier. We'll just do some rollouts and different stuff. We will survive. So not worried about it. It's all part of the fun. So somebody earlier asked if my place is reopened. Yeah, Monday, Colorado went back to indoor dining, 10 o'clock, and from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock last call. So my ugly dog, people can eat indoors again. They don't have to eat in the tent. They can still eat in the tent if they want. And my adult club reopened, and we are open till 10 o'clock at night, because we still have a curfew. Now, after Thursday, the curfew goes away. So then we can do last call at 10 o'clock. I can sell you 100 bottles of beer on the wall and put it at your table, and you can drink them all until 2 o'clock because we have no curfew. So it's kind of interesting how they're doing it all. Victor, $5 super chat. Thank you. That is the problem, is the Teslas and Bitcoin and so many things in the market do not make sense. It is. And I mean, the whole market doesn't make sense. I mean, normally with this election stuff, and that's why I play the election so, carefully, because I didn't want to get caught. And I was even thinking this week, I was like, but we got the launch of the channel and stuff. I was like, let's go for some money. Let's make some money this week and have some fun. But you know what? Even up or down, it's exciting. It's a $433,000 number down. This is like the first day this week. We were down, to 180,000, and next day up 189. So it's just fun having an exciting number. You know what? The good news is it'll come down. Maybe tomorrow we'll be up to 300,000. It'll be exciting. It's always fun. Win or lose, it's going to be fun. And like I said, I'm going to show you guys how at the end of the year, it's hard because it's only the third day of the year, but at the end of the year, everything's going to be fine, and we're going to make a ton of money. So welcome, Income Trader. Hi, I'm a new follower. Welcome. And all you guys watching, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button and click the gray bell so you get notifications when we go live. If you're on Facebook, you need to click the follow button and the little thumb up like button to get notifications. If you don't click the like button, you won't get notifications. So let's see. Jonathan says only lost 2 Lambos. So actually 1.5. So Jake at Raja, will USA close at the end of the month? COVID-19 stock market will drop. No, I don't think so. So a couple of things. One is I think we're turning a corner. While they say deaths and everything, California and some pockets of the U.S. have some problems, but like Colorado, there's a lot of places that aren't having problems. Vaccinations are going to start rolling out a lot faster. I think they'll get their act together, and I think we'll start turning a corner by February, March. They'll do more stimulus. And it's also up to the individual states. The president has no control to open or close a state. I guess if it was dire straight, but we don't have a hospitalization problem here. So, we were coming close to one, but we have less than 1,000. We have like 900 people now hospitalized or in intensive care ICU units. They have to justify it, and they also can't kill the thing. Unless I guess if they pass the $2 trillion stimulus, January 23rd or something, they can start closing everyone. But yeah, I don't think they're going to do that and stuff. So not worried about that. All right, two more questions. Let's see. Trucking says difference between YouTube subscribers and Patreons. So our Patreon group is a private group right now where I post my trades. So today on the trades I made money on, thank God, a couple of those little day trading, and anything I buy, I immediately post it there. So where everyone on YouTube and Facebook right now, you're just watching and seeing what I've done at the end of the day. I may not have done anything today, or if I may have made 100 trades today, and you're just finding out about it at the end of the day. If you're in my Patreon group, as soon as I make those trades, I immediately post them. So when I bought 100 contracts to close, I immediately posted it. When I sold 100 contract or to open, I immediately posted it. So you're getting real time stuff. And we're also talking about maybe setting up a group so everybody can chat and do other stuff. Like I said, give you my disclaimer again. This is for entertainment purposes only. This is just to let you guys see and know what the Raj is doing and what I'm up to and what I'm thinking and how my mind works. I'm not recommending any stocks, and always use caution if you do buy stocks. But we could maybe have a group and people could talk, and if you want to see other stuff, maybe add some more stuff, and it'll be great. We're going to come up with some other stuff no matter what. But it's another idea. Maybe I could do live trading in there during the day. So Marco, Bitcoin is exploding, taking money away from Apple. That's taking money away from everything. So hard to say. Mikey says, is there a Patreon group for this channel or just a big jackpot? Yeah, Mikey. So the Patreon for this group is right here. Patreon.com Raja Makes Money. That's the Patreon for this group. And big shout out to all our Patreon members, over 40 of them already. So thank you guys for your support of the new channel. And we also have YouTube sponsorship. So when we are in the chat, any of the YouTube people, we have emojis that you guys can up arrows, down arrows, and your stuff will stand out because you have a little icon next to your name, so we know that you're a supporter. So it's easier to see. Right now, it's not too bad because we only have a couple 100 people. But as this grows and get bigger and bigger, and just like with my other channel, if you have 5,000 people all commenting and stuff, you definitely want to stand out in the crowd. So, all right, one more question. Who's got a good question? Come on, who's got a good question? Who's got a good question for me? Who's got a good question? Karen's got a statement. Oh, or Sanders, there's a Patreon link in the chat. So let's see. What is this one, Jonathan? What's this guy on YouTube saying? He stole his name, makes money. I think he's lying. Yeah. So actually, you know what? This would be fun. So you guys, let me pull this up. Yeah. So this guy, it was actually fun because my son found it. He was like looking up for my channel. Let's see here. And he was like, this guy, something, you do Raja? I can't remember the guy's name, like Jacob makes money. So, all right. So I'm going to show you guys. This is pretty funny anyways. It's always good to have a little fun in your life. Oops. That's weird. Hold on a second. We got a screen issue. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so this guy here says that I stole his channel, Raja, the Big Jackpot, and he made a video. His channel is called Jacob Makes Money. So let me show you guys this. I'll open this in a new tab here. So if we go to Jacob Makes Money, all right, first of all, he has 186 subscribers. And see this little about thing here? I mean, the guy complains about everything. If you look at his videos, he's like, I don't know, he looks miserable, but he's, just complains about everything and stuff in life. But see this little about thing here? It says, he joined, I guess, in 2013. So since 2013, he's had 12,000 views and he has 186 subscribers. One, I didn't steal his name or channel. And if we go to Raja Makes Money, you can see I have 5,400 subscribers. And I had actually set this up quite a while ago, almost 8 months ago. So nothing was stolen from him. We actually have more views than this, but we made all those original videos hidden and took them down, as we said, because they were the pre-launch. So we actually, nothing was stolen. This is just a guy trying to make money or get views to his channel. And I mean, it's pretty comical. So if anybody has nothing to do in their life and they really want to, have some fun, just go here, give the guy a thumbs down.
So I'm new to YouTube. I don't have a lot of subscribers and a lot of people watch my channel. I get that.
Yeah, he'd be the last person in a million years that I would ever steal his channel. So maybe everybody go over there and comment and say, I hate to give the guy a view, but everybody should go over there and be like, well, first of all, I don't think there's any trademark on makes money, and especially because you guys are my money makers. So I don't know. Some people have nothing else better to do, but unfortunately, he's just a hater, so I wouldn't worry about him. He may be behind all the people. He may be the one behind sending everybody these scams trying to get money from us and take advantage of everybody. So I don't know. But also, guys, if you do get anything from the Big Jackpot, me, my name, Raja, Scott Raja, any of that stuff, Raja Makes Money, those are not from me. It's 100% scam. You don't need to tell us. Just report it. That's all you got to do. It'll be good. So, but thank you guys. I got a big premiere right now on the Big Jackpot channel. So head on over there, have fun. I hope you guys have a great day in the marketplace tomorrow. Patreon members, look for some trades tomorrow, hopefully. And thank you guys so much. Take care. And hey, make a lot of money tomorrow in the market.